And we are live. Welcome to Ultra Podcast E. Sorry about that.
So should I keep saying the words I was saying when
No,
we were
Manuel.
live? Oh, for the record, I want to say I was just saying like words like anus. Just because I realized afterwards, like, wait, that sounds kind of sus. Like I was saying weird. Okay, not the anus is weird, but. But anyways, hey everyone, it's your favorite anus. My name is Manuel. Uh, why did I say that?
Yeah, I have no idea, Manuel. I don't know why you say half the things you say sometimes.
I don't know. There you go. I'm your favorite neighborhood anus. Josh, go introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Josh, and right now I am bumming the internet off of a friend of mine. His name is AJ, and he's over here.
Thanks, AJ.
Yo's
Thanks.
AJ.
But yeah, so we're gonna be talking hentai Matsuri today. It was a week ago,
Yes,
but
it was
like
definitely a
we
week
needed
ago.
the week. Yeah, we needed a week to calm down. Um, dude, it was way. Well, first of all, it's summer, so let's get yeah, we're talking hentai Matsuri. Um, oh my god, I don't even know where to begin. But yeah, JD,
Well,
why didn't you go? Let's start with that.
if you don't know where to begin just yet, actually, just reintroduction over here to the awesome Wild Travel Tiger. Um, that last week or this past weekend, he actually went over to the Magic event in Las Vegas.
What? Why didn't we go to that?
I don't know why he didn't go to
Weren't
that.
you somewhere else,
How was the
Manuel?
release, or how were the thing? I liked the pop-ups.
I
They
went with
looked
someone else actually,
the
and I'm
pop-ups
somewhere else
looked
this weekend
awesome
too.
over at the Las Vegas event.
So it was MagicCon, Las Vegas. It's been happening every year or so, and this year, because of the Final Fantasy set, everything
Yeah.
was Final Fantasy related. So it was really awesome.
Oh, that's fun.
I saw you recreate the Yuffie pose from the like the non-available, or what was it? You have to dig into the code and you can see the different poses that everybody would have
Oh
with
yeah,
Cloud.
so there's a card called Secret Rendezvous, and there's 4 different arts on it, and each one represents the different dates you can go on. So it's Cloud with whoever. So Cloud and Barrett and Cloud and Yuffie. I did both of those poses. It was fun.
Yeah.
That's fun. Yeah, we opened a
It's
ton of
awesome.
magic cards on the stream. So if you want to see people open up what's apparently, I think, thousands of dollars in cards, uh,
Thousands of dollars.
It's
well, we opened up two
hundreds.
boxes.
It's 100,
No,
maybe.
we opened up two boxes, and we only opened up one command deck, but he had all the command decks.
Okay. You mean the
So
amount that
like,
Hal actually bought, not just the boxes
yeah,
you opened?
he had two boxes of cards and like 4 or 5 command. I don't know how he said it was all of them, but I think he had like 4 or 6 command decks.
I
And
still
apparently
think that's
those were the expensive things.
at best a
That's
couple
about
of hundred.
$1,000, right?
I don't know.
Okay, it's $1,000 in resale. I don't know what
Okay.
it is in retail. Retail is probably about 500-600, I think, right? But like, I don't think you could buy the booster packs anywhere. Like, they kind of disappeared. Like, it's only been out for what, a week? But yeah. Anyway, we had some good pulls though. I was just saying we had a nice stream of it. But yeah,
Oh, nice.
I guess we'll go back to. Do you have any cards of your own? Did we able to pull any?
No.
What was that?
Did you pull
Were
any?
you able to
Or...
pull any nice cards?
Yeah, I got a box. I was able to pull some. I got a VV. So
Oh, okay.
they gave us packs, collector boosters with our badges.
Oh.
A lot of us got decent pulls. Actually, one of my friends got one of the Ristic studies, which is a $137 card, and one of
Shit.
our other friends got a Surge foil. It wasn't one of the good Surge foils, but even it not being a good Surge foil, it was about $80. So,
Damn.
yeah, interesting.
Okay, that's cool. All right, but yes, I guess Magic. Everyone go check out the new Final Fantasy Magic collaboration. I guess we'll go to Hentai Matsuri though. JD, why
Yeah.
did you not go to Hentai Matsuri?
I think I was
Now,
busy
why
that
didn't
weekend,
you
Manuel.
go?
I'm sorry.
You should have went. It was fun.
I was too busy celebrating Flag Day.
Was it really Flag Day?
Yeah. And
It was
Father's Day
also
after that.
Father's Day.
Yeah.
Yeah. We so yeah, Josh wasn't there night 0, but we got there night 0. We got there really late actually. I got there really late. So I get there really late and I'm seeing all the staff setting up It was fun. I did not want us to be the night zero party, so I was glad they put us in a room that wasn't like one of those patio rooms. Because I'm like, those are just too easy to like take over.
Mhm.
But yeah, we're in a normal room, and everyone shows up around like 6 or 7. And the homie Brian shows up, who's like a staff person too, and we get fucking drunk off our asses.
I mean, Manuel, you do that every con. You're acting like that's new.
But like
Yep, it is.
insanely massive blackout drunk. I guess that still is like every con.
Once again, nothing new, Manuel.
It got to the point when like Brian was like, and this is like, and mind you, like when I say this, like I'm just jumping the story because honestly, I'll be real with you, I don't remember most of the night because it was like literally blacking out.
Once again, Manuel,
But, like-
nothing new.
But like we were drinking till about 4 or 5 in the morning, like into the morning, like the sun was about to come up, and Brian's like, I'm gonna go back to my room, and he got up. And he could not get up. Actually, I thought I was gonna break our mirror at one point because he kept crashing into it. I'm like, bro, just lay down. You're gonna break the mirror. And he's like 10 doors down. So like he's just trying to get back to his room. And he ended up crawling out of the room. He's just like, I got it. I got an idea. And he starts crawling on the floor. He's like, I'll see you tomorrow. And I'm like, bro, it's already tomorrow. But yeah, he crawled to his room. I was really sick. I was like, guys, I think I'm about dying of alcohol poisoning.
Honestly, Manuel,
On the
I'm
floor.
kind of surprised you haven't already.
Exactly. And it was funny because like, so I didn't sleep much. I slept maybe like 4 hours, and because of course like it gets kind of like I woke up around 10 or so, and I'm waking up, and I'm like, guys, I'm dying. I'm pretty sure I'm still drunk, by the way, because like Brian had left his phone, and everyone's all like, go text his friends and tell him his phone is here. I tell them Brian's phone is here, and I'm like, I'm not. Why would I text his friends? I'm gonna tell Brian. Brian, you forgot your phone. So I'm texting Brian all fucking morning, all fucking afternoon. Like,
Wait,
Brian, you forgot your phone. It's right. You already,
Wait.
you know where the story's going.
I know where the story is going, Manuel. You forgot that you had his phone, so he can't get the text.
Yeah. So like, flash forward hours later, we'd already gotten our like, we got food. We've walked and gotten our badges. They're like, Manuel, have you texted so and so? Go text them. Tell them you got Brian's phone. I'm like, guys, shut up! I've been telling Brian all morning. Why do you guys keep telling me to like text the friends? I was getting mad at them. I was like so angry. I was actually getting really pissed. They're like, Manuel, you texted him. Yes, it's like we have his phone. And I'm like, oh shit, you're right. And I even look on his phone. He has a crap ton of missed everythings, but you can see all my messages. He was like, bro, we got your phone. Come get your phone. Where you at? I'll bring you your phone. Over and over and over.
You said he was like 10 doors down. Why didn't you just go knock on the door and say, here's Brian's phone?
Okay, because my dumbass didn't actually know his room number, but then out of nowhere, it kind of clicked to me. Because he did tell me it, but he just told it to me. So it did click in my brain a few hours later. I'm like, wait, he's in room what? Well, I guess it doesn't matter. We're not there anymore. Like, he's in room 210. And I'm like, do I want to go knock on 210's door? They're like, just go do it. I'm like, fine. So I did, and it was him. He was actually right. He was barely getting ready. It was like 2 p.m. He's like, oh man. I'm like, here's your phone. And he also left his shirt there. And I'm like, here's your. It sounds kind of sus. He left his clothes in the room. But yeah, like, here's your clothes. Here's your shirt. And I'm like, see you later. Did you arrive that day, Josh? How was your day one?
Day one was good. The trip was terrible on the 210. The traffic was horrendous on the 210. Otherwise, would have been there a little sooner, but I think we dragged out by about roughly 20 minutes to half an hour. But it was pretty nice. Met up with the person we were going to meet up with. And then it was funny because you gave us your room number, except if we hadn't run into Jeff literally like moments before we were going to go to your room, we would have gone and like lost track of your room because you told us it was 252, but it was actually 225.
Yeah.
And it was,
I don't even know if there is a 252. Maybe upstairs, but I don't even know. Yeah, that was kind of funny. I was like, I was giving everyone the wrong room number all the fucking time that weekend, and I'm like, maybe don't text me for that shit because I'm fucking stupid. But yeah, that entire Friday, I was like fighting off drinking or not because I'm like, oh, I don't feel good. Oh, let me go take 5 shots. You know?
You don't feel good from drinking. Maybe more shots will help. Okay, Manuel.
no,
Yes.
Now that I think
That's the
about
way
it,
it
he
all.
did not stop drinking. Actually, I don't think he ever
Yeah,
stopped
I never
drinking.
stopped. I never stopped. Actually, Saturday gets way worse. But Friday, Friday actually it's funny because people kept coming over. I think you were one of them. Like Edgar came over with his girlfriend and stuff like that. They had done some shoots with Hentai Matsuri like officially in their hotel room. I think like
Mhm.
his girlfriend's all over the social media or whatever, and they came over and they would want to drink, and I'm like. Like my liver literally is throbbing, but I ain't no bitch. Like, just pour some shots, you know. And I had a panel that night. Um, it was a GAV panel. Okay, so I don't know how much of this I should reveal because I think some of this is behind the scenes nonsense. So okay, so Tiffany and Snacks were supposed to be there, right? They were supposed to do the panel with me because Tiffany was in LA a few days before for some idol thing, and Snacks lives kind of in the area, so they were supposed to show up for the panel, but they didn't, and they told me they weren't going to more in advance, but like they didn't. So I was all like, Nestor, Yuji, just go up on stage with me during the panel. They won't know the difference because technically we used those badges. Like they gave us the badges for them, and I gave them to other people. And I'm like, well, I'm still doing the panel, and like I'll just bring a guy and a girl up there with me. What happened? Oh, I'll bring a guy and a girl up there with me, and like they won't know the difference. The clown won't know the difference, and fucking Nestor just disappeared. So I brought Yuji up there. Yuji did the panel. And it was funny because I was like she has this. Well, we all have these labubus. You saw them, right, Josh? The sun the Journey to the West labubus.
Okay, but
Well,
how
they're
much
not
did you
real
pay for
labubus.
those, Manuel? Do I want to know?
Okay, I didn't pay a dime for them.
Okay.
They are, but they are pretty expensive. I don't know what Yuji ended up paying because she apparently got most of them online through some site, so she probably paid a crap ton. But the ones that Nestor and or her bought at WonderCon were like 30 or $40. So they still weren't that expensive. I mean, that cheap, but they were, I think, the actual retail price. Um,
Hmm.
but so she was putting hers on her microphone, and I'm like, that's a cool idea. I'm gonna put mine on the microphone too. And some girl comes up to her, she's like, oh my god, that's so cute. And Yuji's explaining to her that it's a Journey to the West, blah blah blah. And the girl starts walking away. And the whole time when she's even talking to Yuji, I'm like, look at mine. Look at mine, it's Son of a Kong. Look at mine. She starts walking away. I'm like, hey, hey. I'm drunk off my ass. I'm gonna start yelling at this poor woman who just like was talking to Yuji. Like I'm like going full incel mode. I'm like, oh my god, what is wrong with you, Manuel? And
That I
mind you,
think that I think that
well,
might
go ahead.
explain why when I was going to do the interviews the next day, they were like, "Oh yeah, we don't have anything available like in terms of tables or stuff, but just if you find a good spot, just let somebody know, and that way it doesn't come off as like creepy or anything." And I was like, "Why? That seems so off, especially if I have the official badge and everything." And now I'm just thinking, wait, there was that kind of interaction the next day or the day
No,
prior?
yeah, mind you, there is staff in the back of the room. They're like, this is not like in the hallway. I'm in the panel room. I'm sitting like the panel doesn't start for like 10 more minutes. But like the room's pretty full. Staff's in the back and everything. And I'm yelling at this girl walking away. I don't know. Like I realized later, I'm like, dude, what the hell is wrong with you? Like, calm down. I think I was just.
Yeah.
I think I felt like, like I'm like nobody cares. I'm sure nobody was looking, but I felt like, oh my god, like I feel like it's those movies or not the movies. I feel like it's the scene where you go in for the high five and no one else does it or something, and it's like,
Oh,
ah,
awesome.
shit. I gotta hide. I gotta pretend that didn't just happen. And I'm like, I'm not letting that happen. I'm too drunk for this. But yeah, she did turn around and she was like, "Huh?" And then Eugene had to tell like, "Oh, he has a summer Kong." She's like, "Oh, how nice!" And you can tell she was a little weirded out that I yelled at her basically to come back. And I was like, "Oh shit, I feel like an asshole." That was an asshole move on my part. So I'm like, "Shit, man, you gotta calm down." But yeah, the panel went fine. Um, there were my worst fear almost happened. So
What
before
was it?
the con happened, I always say that I'm always scared that people are going to show up like from one con to the other, and they're going to see the panel. So there
Mhm.
was somebody there from like not from Fanime, but from ALA, and I'm like, see, I changed a lot of the panel, especially from ALA because there was a con in between,
Mhm.
and so there was a lot of refresh content. So I'm like, you're not seeing the same old shit. And
They
so it was
probably
fun.
forgotten the roughly 6 months between those panels.
Yeah, exactly. And like, I was even saying, and they were a perfect example of like, okay, so the crazy shit at the end of this panel, like, the crazy shit, it's like I re-edited it so it's crazier because I kept complaining how ALA, I kept complaining to myself because people would come up to me, I'm not coming up to me, they'd be like, oh, well, that's fake though, right? I'm like, no, it's not. Like if you went further back, it shows that it's not fake. Just trust me. So I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna show the parts. So yeah. And I actually almost vomited during the battle because I wasn't feeling good in general, and that shit was happening. I started coughing, and I almost vomited. I was like, it was super close, and it was like I would have just vomited on the table because there was nowhere to vomit, and like I had like tears. I was like dying. I was like, guys, like I almost vomited. Well, anyway, thank you for coming.
I'm gonna feel so much better now because I was like, I kind of look like I'm drunk during that. What's it called? Creechy interview,
Oh
and now
God, you probably
hearing
were.
this
And I
makes
was
me feel a
late.
little better.
No. So yeah. So did you party at all on day one? Because you drank a little with us. You had at least a shot, I remember. Um, but did you like party, drink, hang out, whatever?
Oh, did we party?
Yeah.
Yes, we did. We went over to our friend Doug's place. We met up with Jeff later. It was pretty much that one hotel room that was like very, very much liberally allowing people in and out of from the pool area and everything. Thankfully,
Oh,
everything was
that
pretty
one,
chill.
yeah. Wait,
The
the one
only
that was
thing about
upstairs?
that one that was bad was, and I'm pretty sure if I say this, it shouldn't be too bad, especially because it's been after the fact, but that policy about anybody who was partying in the room were going to be subject to automatic,
Dude.
what's it called, security deposit. I was
Yep.
like, damn. Well, the good thing is that I don't even remember that room number and what's it called? Yeah, no, apparently both nights, but on night 2, the people that were
Eating sandwiches.
got a little bit too out of hand in the restroom. Um, primarily was day 2, but like yeah, like the I would like to say that it definitely got rowdy. It definitely got chaotic, and it was definitely fun. They had Mario Kart 2, or not Mario Kart 2, Mario Kart World just playing because they had the Switch 2 out there. Hey, thank you, AJ. Which, by the way, I do want to say awesome and thank you again to Wild Tiger Travel
Wild
because
Tiger Travel.
yes, on Instagram, definitely follow Wild
Oh,
Tiger Travel. Just
okay.
I'll put it in the
yes.
edit. Don't worry.
All right.
Woohoo! Dude, that looks great. But yeah, no, it was we partied pretty hard, a little too hard. More so on the second night, we probably partied a little bit too hard. That was
Oh
definitely the night
God.
where
I
what's it
have some
called? Where
stories for
Hannah
getting
or
there.
my girlfriend got really, 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 really drunk. Well, I was also really drunk, but I'm pretty sure you remember from night 2.
I have
Are we
some
able to jump
story.
to night
Yeah.
2? I feel
Yeah.
like that
So
jumps for
so
everything I did in
hold on.
day 2.
Jump to day two because I was actually kind of disappointed with myself because like we didn't really party much because like we were kind of dying. I think everyone else drank more than I did, and I don't get me wrong. I like how Manuel's not drinking. Was I only had 10 shots across the entire day. You know, like what the fuck is that? You know, that's my complaining. But so in the morning, I woke up. It's like 8 a.m. because I we went to sleep kind of early too. Went to sleep like at like 1 or 2 in the morning. So I woke up like at 8 in the morning.
Mhm.
I get up. I wake everyone up. I'm like, guys, let's get breakfast. We have an early start today. We got a lot of shit to do today. And like, what do you mean? And I'm like, we're taking shots. So I don't remember who took it with me.
Manuel, say that again.
Like
I think you
that's,
got garbled out a bit too much on my end.
I said we're taking shots,
Okay.
and I woke everyone up, and I'm like, okay. So I got up, and I'm like, oh shit, look, guys. I guess I'd poured myself a shot at some point the night before and didn't finish it or didn't drink it at all because there was a shot already poured. So I just downed that one immediately. First thing, like I've been awake for like 5 minutes, and like take that shot. I pour us all some shots, and then like by the time food shows up, we're all about like 8 or 10 shots in, and we're still getting ready, and we're
10
getting ready because
shots,
I'm like,
Manuel.
yeah. So we're like, we need to fucking go to the con wasted. And like I forgot where I went. I had to go meet someone in the lobby or something like that. So I went and go did my shit and I came back. And by the time I come back, Thomas and Morgan had showed up. And so they were there. I'm like, okay, we're gonna go to the con. Let's do this. And now that Thomas is here, let's fucking take all these shots because he had brought this bottle the night before. He's like, don't touch this. It's for us. We're gonna finish this whole bottle. And mind you, it was not a small 750 milliliter one. It's one of those ones that's like more than 1.5 liters, like the big ones, for just me and him. So we start working on it. Like we start digging at it. So by now, I'm about 20 shots in. Not even exaggerating. I mean, you guys see me 20 shots in. So I'm like 20 shots in. Everyone else is like at their. We're all at our limits, even me. I'm like, hey, now let's go to the car. Actually, I think I was a little more because I think I was about like 15 or so before Tom. And it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I'm a lot of shots in. So we go to the con, and I'm fucking like get faced off my ass. Like we started going through all the halls. We eventually kind of split up. I ran into you because you're doing some interviews. Like, oh my god. So okay, you remember how you were interviewing Miku,
Yes.
and you needed me to go watch her table because I think we were already there, and then you called me because we went to the artist alley, and then like Yuji had to like go to the bathroom, something like that, and we were waiting for her outside the bathroom, and you called me like, "Oh, go there right now." So I went to go watch Miku's booth while you did the interview. Like I was confused. I'm like, how did I watch her booth? And I'm really fucking drunk. And I don't know how obvious it was how fucking shit faced I was. And I'm like, how do I watch her booth? Do I just like stand there? And like, this is awkward. I'm gonna go behind it and sit there. So I go behind it and I sit there. Like, I don't think that was awkward at all, but there was a lot of shit back there. Like just her personal shit and like I guess some of the more not safe for work stuff that she sells too. And I'm looking at it, I'm like, I don't know if I should be back here. Now I feel really weird. So I just came back around to the front and then I ran to Ivan. But it was funny because you guys took a long time. And like I think I was so drunk and so like paranoid about the table watching. I felt and don't get me wrong, because clearly she's not a stranger because we're interviewing her. But I felt like that meme where it's all like when a stranger at the library asked me to watch their stuff, and it's like the cat with the sniper rifle. It's like no stranger's gonna touch my stranger's stuff because like every time somebody got just a little too close to it, and like and I'm sure she knows the people at the tables next to her. I'm like, excuse me, she's coming right back. I was just like, Manuel, calm down, calm down. But yeah, and still, I think, and then when he came back, Josh had the interview, or not Josh, Ivan had to take the pictures, and then I walked to the exhibit hall, and then I ran into your girlfriend, and I was like, I guess I'll like walk around with you because Josh is like gone, right? And I by this point I had lost Yuji and Esther and everyone else, so I'm walking around with her, and it was funny because I'm like, oh my god, I remember all the booths that have free shit if you show them your titties, and and now is the perfect time to tell you that Josh's girlfriend was like, what was she cosplaying actually? What was that?
Oh, that was Estef on day 2.
Okay. She was like pretty naked. Titties out, a lot of other, it was a lot of stuff out. Not much covered. So I'm like, I know all the places that have free stuff. I'm gonna go like shuffle you around to get all the free shit. And it's funny because in my head, I was gonna get the free shit. So I bring her to this booth and I'm like, where's the free sticker? And they're like, it's for her. And I'm like, shit. So so you're still doing the interviews. I'm still walking around with her. There was some funny moments during this. Like at one point, like some VTubers walked, like one of the robots came up. And like I'm fucking drunk off my ass, and I can tell it's one of Richie's robots. So I'm like, hey, it's like, look, she has her titties out, like just shouting to the fucking robot, like I'm drunk as fuck, titties out, titties out. And they start looking like, oh my god. So they jump up and like they don't jump up, they just move their model. I'm sure they were standing perfectly normal in their rooms or whatever. But they pull their models up and they like pull their titties out of the models, and they're just like titties out too. And I'm like, this is kind of weird. I was taking pictures of everything, and and at this point, I start realizing I'm like, oh shit, the world is spinning, the floor is coming up on me, and then Wesley shows up, and he showed up at the perfect time. He's like, man, are you okay? And I just leaned on him, and I'm like, don't move, I need to collect myself. He's like, yes. It's like, Manuel, I walked over here from over there because I saw you like sway. Barely, yes, from across the room, like way across the room, he saw me swaying. He's like, "Ah, shit, man, I was gonna fall." So he like ran over, basically, like, "Are you okay?" And I did. I didn't fall, but I legit like if he had showed up when he did, I would have been on the floor. Like I would have been dead. If I fallen, blacked out, broke a hip, I don't know. But like I was fine. We went to some more sticker places. When we were going to the other half of the exhibit hall, uh, she kept getting stopped to get pictures and stuff like that, which was obvious. But like at one point, there was this girl who walks up to her. She's like, "Oh my god, I'm so glad to see somebody with like titties out because I wanted to do a titties out cosplay, but I didn't think anyone else. Oh, look, there's Richie on the thing. And it's like I didn't think anyone else would like do it. And I'm like, oh yeah, like that's what the con's for, blah blah blah. She's like, may I get a picture with you? It's like, yeah. It's like, go over there, take the picture. It's like, why don't you take your titties out too? Now's the perfect chance to this random girl. And she did. And then after she did that, the random girl and your girlfriend took pictures with titties out, like a line formed, like not a crazy line, but like a line formed of like 5 to 10 people to like go titties out with her. And I'm like shit. And I'm just taking all their pictures, like it started a big chain reaction. I'm like, oh my god, that was not expected. But yeah, it was cool. I saw a lot of titties then. I saw the most titties of the con in that little like 2-minute span. Single-handedly accomplished the con's mission for the con. Yep.
Yep. We want
Pretty
that.
much.
We want that guest badge now.
Yeah, it was funny because like don't get me wrong, there were a couple other titties outs, but like I did both years. I don't think I saw as many. I mean, I didn't see as many as I thought I would. I always assumed there'd be a lot more. You get a lot of them
that's
at
because
night.
everyone
though.
else likes to what's it called, paywall it.
Exactly, and I get that, but
Manuel,
like
you got cut out again. If you could start.
oh sorry. Oh, but nothing wrong with that. But yeah, there's a lot of paywalls, a lot of like, oh, like you can motorboat me for like $20 or something like that. It's like it's $20.
Yeah,
know?
Mizumi had a lot of like different challenge things that she was doing on hers. I wonder if she went to
raised
the
a bunch
Magic
myself for that
Con or
guest
not.
badge.
She actually lives in Vegas.
But yeah, so you did a bunch of interviews. Ran into Nikki Huntsman. I don't want to tell that story, but it was kind of funny because we confused you. She confused me with someone else, and I thought Josh had doxed me, and I was like, "You motherfucker!" And it was just like I was drunk. It actually got really awkward for a second because I don't think she realized. She did, of course, she realized. But like I was getting mad at you for a minute. I was like, "Did you dox me, you fucking bitch?" And she's like, "No, I thought you were so like." And I'm like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I'm Manuel, by the way." you know. Like,
Well, she was so excited to meet you. I was like, I thought she was aware already.
No, it was funny though. Like it was just a misunderstanding, but like I did meet her. She was nice. I even got some pictures of her too. That interview will be up soon. So who did we interview? There was Miku Miku, there was Nikki Huntsman, there was Kraichi, and then who
Okay,
was the other?
so our interviews go Miku Miku, Nikki Hutzman, and then it was Hannah Kay, and then it was Mizumi, and then Kriichi.
Okay. And where did you set them up? You were in the gaming room, you said?
Yeah, it was actually good because I ran into Richie when we were over there, and I
Oh, okay.
actually talked with Spencer. It was either Spencer or Spence, who was actually running the game room, and he said that it would be cool. There were some tables that didn't have anything on them, so I asked him if it'd be really cool if we could do the interviews right there because I mean it would look like a solid spot. He had extra outlets, so I was set up my like computer and the what's it called, um, the microphones. And
Yeah.
yeah, no, all of them went pretty well. The last one though, I had to wait till like the very end. It was at that time where I was just fatigued before I got drunk and made the mistake of what's it called? Calling my girlfriend while she was in the the tying what's it called? Uh I forget what it's called, but the what's it
The
called?
not play?
Shibari.
Yeah.
Shibari,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, so I called her and it was so bad. I put her on the spot because she actually got a good spot over in the front and I called her twice. No, 3 times. Um just because I want to take some pictures while I had to wait on the last interview and I didn't hear clearly over the phone. That was my bad. And so she got out and then later got like super mad at me. She was like, "Why did you call me so much? I told you where I was." And so I just felt terrible, which is what also led her to like drink a bit more while she was a bit peeved at me during the event, which rightfully so. I mean, if like you were at the very front of something and the phone was going off and all that, yeah, I felt terrible.
Yeah, you could
But
tell
I'm
she was
just
a
trying
little
to
tied
say
up at the
why it
time.
later led into her drinking a bit
It
more
was
that
a little tied
evening.
up at the time.
Which is why when later you guys ran into her, she was like, probably like super out of it and stuff. Um, but like, what's it
Dude.
called?
Okay, so
But yeah,
by
like,
the time we ran into her, we were like, okay, I had gone back to the room and I was
mhm.
like, where was everybody? They'd all passed out. By the way, if you ever want to judge Manuel about like not judge Manuel, if you ever want to get Manuel out on the con floor for a normal amount of time to anyone else or an obscene amount of time for Manuel, I guess just get him wasted because I was on that con floor for hours. I don't think I've done that in recent memory where I don't have a panel. I'm just there for fun to shop and just hang out with people. I haven't done that during the day. At night's another story, but during the day, I don't think I've done that. Like I said, for like pre-pandemic, but I
But
just hung out there for a while.
I would like to throw in, it's either that he was super drunk beforehand, but I feel like he's always drunk at any event, or just have your boobs out. You know,
Yeah,
just have your boobs out.
honestly, I'll
Which
be
we don't
real
have a
too.
definite as to who in particular would have their boobs out in that situation, because later he was like, "Oh my gosh," and yet I hear nothing about Charlie whenever he's doing any of his cosplays, or whatever the heck Jeff is doing with any of his crazy related stuff. But yeah, it's either one of the two. Um, but yeah, no, the interviews went by really good. They got a little longer as it went on, but I do want to say it was maybe just because on the last one I was a little bit drunk and I was trying to like fix everything. So hopefully it's not that bad, and hopefully I
Oh
don't
god.
have that much that JD has to edit through. Otherwise, I'll try and like see what I can do to
Well,
condense them. But
worst case scenario, if we have to, if the video is not usable, we'll cobble together the interview through text.
Mhm.
But hopefully we get the Nikki and the Miku ones because Nikki and Miku for sure I haven't got their photos. I'm not sure about the other three. I feel like he took Kraichi's photo at some point just because, she's like she was there. And I know he took Mizumi's because he tagged her in something. So now I need to go figure out what she was wearing and figure out her photos. Um
mm,
I know he took Mizumi. But anyway, I forgot you'd interviewed her, and I didn't mention that. I didn't mention her to him. But yeah, I'm glad we got all the interviews. It was funny because like I had got this idea in my head that I wanted to because I was feeling very like what's the word inspired because
inspired.
yeah, because AX gave us press and I'm like, and then I did a
AX
couple
gave you
interviews on my
press.
own. Yes, and I did a
Nice.
couple interviews on my own like in the meantime, and I was like, we should get more content now that like I'm not feeling lazy. You know what I mean, basically. And the thought of titties inspired me, I guess. I don't know, but I was just like, I was like, we gotta do interviews there. So I started emailing Hentai Matsuri weeks in advance. Okay, I don't want to make it sound like it was like crazy in advance. It was still like after Fanime, but like still 3 weeks before, and like they did not reply for a long time. And I was trying to. I remember Josh was messaging me. He's like, so because I asked Josh to do the interviews because I was like, Josh, can you do the interviews? Do you have the equipment or whatever? And I know just I know you'll be there. And I was already telling Ivan.
I'm gonna
Well,
have to
Ivan,
upgrade my equipment, so it's either I'm getting a laptop, which will make things much easier,
yeah.
or I'm just gonna get like a similar version of the build I have because I've been like the last 2 days I've been trying to like upgrade my what's it called computer to Windows 11, and unfortunately it just told me, yeah, no, you just
Oh
do not
yeah.
have the specs to
Well,
upgrade your
Windows
computer.
wants like a stupid big ass processor or some bullshit.
How old?
Yeah, it's some beat. I
Josh
even
talked to
freed
me
up a
after the
lot of
stream.
space just in case for it too, but like, yeah, no. But to be fair, it's like a really basic, like small tower thing that I've had since 2016, and I even checked on its date. It's like a 2015 thing, so
Oh
I'm
Mhm.
like, okay, you
Yeah,
know what? It's
yeah.
perfectly okay. It was probably time for that one, but that's why I'm thinking. The only reason I might go between the other desktop is I saw that apparently on Amazon you can get stuff similar to it that'll have Windows 11 for like 130 bucks, or
Oh,
a
but those are
tower.
like the whatchamacallit. Oh, we're not gonna play games on it, so yeah,
I'm not
that'll
playing
do.
games on it. No, it's at
It'll just take you all. It'll take you all day to edit the video. I mean, to render the video, but you can still edit.
I mainly edit photos. I would just be using it to rip the audio, and I end up and any videos that I work on that I give to JD, I just work on my phone. I just like getting
Oh,
better
okay.
audio for them. So that's why I'm torn just between like if I get a laptop, it'll already have its own source of power so long as I have it charged, and I could
I should
literally
see if
just
I have a
boom,
spare field
get that
recorder.
out.
I think I have a spare task cam that looks like. Yeah, you can get a really cheap task cam for like you can get a really cheap good task cam for like 50 or 60. Like mine is stupid. Like I could like record music with it. I don't do anything like that. I have like the $200 model for no good reason. But It's old though. Mine's super old. I need to get a new one. But I think I have an old Tascam lying around somewhere that looks like JD's. I think it's the exact same model, but the older version, like the $40, $60 one. I forget how much that one cost, but yeah. If you get a field recorder, rip the audio. I was gonna say to use your phone too, because we've actually been talking about that internally, how we want to do all of our interviews on our phones now, and we're probably gonna fake it though. Like I'm gonna buy I don't even have to buy. I have other cameras just sitting around, and we'll probably put a camera on top because I think a lot, especially Japanese guests. Not so much like I'm sure Nikki Huntsman and everyone in Miku and Mizumi, they wouldn't care. But like when you start getting some of the bigger Japanese guests, and be like you brought out your iPhone, so we're gonna have a nice camera, just put it on top and just leave it there, and then put the phone. Oh, this is just for backup. We'll just put the phone, and we're not gonna tell them that we're only recording with the phone or that we're only gonna use the phone.
Manuel
I could
pulling the
also
Tommy Wiseau
record off
here.
of the DSLR. It's just mine was before the 4K stuff, so that's the only thing. It's like 1080p, 30 frames.
Yeah, well, my DSLR, it just doesn't have the battery to do audio. I mean, to do video. Like, it'll die long before we finish the day. Pro Strat, yeah. I already got I've had the attachments floating around, like the little cell phone attachment that just attaches to the tripod, and I'm just like, that's what we're gonna do from now on. We literally discussed this internally already. Like we're gonna start. We're moving to all the iPhone stuff. Like if it's good enough for what movie was that won the Academy Award? We keep talking about it.
Oh no, it was Tangerine, but the director didn't shoot Anora on iPhone. I looked that up after I talked about it. But 28 weeks or 28 years later, shot a lot of scenes on iPhones.
On iPhones, and besides, those are the big examples of countless smaller movies. Just shoot them on iPhones these days.
Mm-hmm.
So. And unless we,
what's his name?
Yeah, unless we invest in a crazy camera, we'll never beat an iPhone, a modern iPhone.
Mm-hmm. No, go ahead. I was just trying to remember Soderbergh, I think, shot an entire movie on iPhone as well.
Yeah. So anyway, but yeah, so we did the interview. You did the interviews, and it's funny because I went back to the room after I forgot how I separated with your girlfriend, but I think maybe that's when you just showed up, and so I went back to the room. I'm like, where the fuck did everyone go? The vibe, I was still kind of energetic. The titties had revived me. So I just went back to the room to figure out where the fuck everyone is. There's a whole shot on iPhone, a worldwide campaign for real. Yep. But I went back to the room and everyone's passed out. And I'm like, guys, everyone's dying of alcohol poisoning except for Thomas because he's just shown up not long ago. Like, Thomas, you gotta catch up. We're behind. So we took about another 20 or so shots together. We almost killed that bottle. It was actually scary how low we got that bottle. Because once again, and this is some nasty ass vodka. It is the $10 plastic bottle, 1.75 liter vodka from Vaughn's or whatever market.
Then why are you drinking it?
It is vodka.
Why was he not drinking it?
He's talking about how terrible it is. And he's like, oh yeah, and we're drinking this, we're drinking the whole bottle.
It hits different. Okay, it hits different, in a bad way. But it hits different when you drink the nasty, cheap vodka, the stuff that has an expiration date, because you can't leave stuff in plastic bottles for that long. But especially alcohol. But anyway, we drink this, and I think I went out again here and there, but by now it's getting late. I think even by the time I got back, because I said, I was out there for hours. I got back, it was 4 or something, 3 or 4. And by now it's 7 or 8, and everyone's kind of waking up for the second winds. And by now, I'm dying. I am literally dying. I am on the floor oh my God, guys. I think I'm actually dying. This is it, guys. This is all she wrote for Manuel. I'm literally just on the floor crying and dying basically. And then that is when someone knocks the door. And I think I was even making a joke it's fucking death for me. Hold on, I'll go answer the door. But I remember I answered the door. If anyone knows me in hotel rooms, even when I'm not wasted, I will not get up to answer the door for any reason. I won't be that person. But I was oh, I'm gonna answer it because it's someone gonna kill me. It's fine. It's death. Death has come for me at last. So I get up and answer the door, and it's your girlfriend. And I'm oh, hey, what's up? Come inside. And I didn't know she was drunk yet. But she was
still gave her more alcohol.
Okay, I didn't know. But I did give
No,
her
it's
more
okay. I
alcohol
was kind of getting
because
drunk at a different time, and I got more alcohol before that even happened.
no, so we didn't know, and we got some more, and then at some point, honestly, I think it was that. I think the alcohol we gave her just like was like it's like the cup was already at the brim, and when we gave her the last little bit, it was like it fell right over. Because then she starts telling us, oh, don't tell Josh I'm here. I'm mad at Josh, blah blah blah.
Mhm.
And I'm like, hold on, hold on, hold on. I'm fucking shit faced, by the way. I'm like, tell me this story. Tell me this story. And she tells me the story about she starts telling me the story about the interviews, and I'm
Mhm.
like, and she's like, he's interviewing. She's like, I went to go look for him, and he's interviewing. Like he said, oh, I got to go do this thing with this other girl. I'm like, who's the girl? It's some girl crying she or something like that. And I'm like, oh, well, I don't know how to say this, but if it's what I think it is, I asked him to do that. And she's like, what the fuck? It's you. And I'm like, yeah, I asked him to do that interview. And she's like, what the fuck? She bit me.
I hope she didn't like break your skin, Manuel.
Okay, thank God. She I was mostly like I very rarely have like open parts where you can like actually bite skin. Like, you know what I mean? Like I wear long sleeves, and I very rarely like I always wear full pants. You know what I'm trying to say? I don't have open skin usually. I think she was like biting my arm, trying to biting my leg. I'm like, guys, pull her off. And mind you, she's still wearing this like the outfit is like a kind of like a body harness. So there's like and everyone in the room is like, I don't know, man. I can't pull off a girl that's like naked off. Like, I don't know where to touch, where to grab, where to pull. And I'm like, someone just get her off. She's just like
Don't
biting the
worry.
shit
Then
out
I
of me.
showed up, and she kicked me because she was still angry, and then we all just got her back to the room.
Oh, that's a funny way to put that. We all just got her back to the room. Nestor had to like carry her like on his shoulders. And it was funny because like it got to the point, and I don't know if you remember this. This is like about 30 minutes after the biting. So I'm sitting there like bit the fuck up. And yeah, some of them, like none of them broke skin, but some of them did leave marks. Cause she bit me pretty fucking hard. And I was wearing a sweater too, I think. And somehow she like bit through the sweater, bit through my shirt, and still left like marks underneath. I'm like, she would have broke skin if that was a bare arm. But but it was just like I'm laying on the floor, like I have shit face dying. I'm like, I
To
think
be fair,
this is
you're dying because of more of the alcohol.
Yeah.
yes. And it was funny that I'm telling everyone this. I don't know if you remember this, Josh, because like they're trying to deal with you, they're trying to deal with her. She's throwing up too by this point, and I'm like, guys, I don't want to make this about me. I'm actually dying. Like, guys. I think I'm dying. I think I'm dying. And they're like, shut up, man. And I'm on the floor, like almost crying. I'm like, guys, I don't feel good. I think this is it. This is my last moment.
And
Like,
then you woke up the next morning, and everything was okay.
no, so it's actually funny. You know what happened? I did pass out because I remember Nestor. He picked her up and he carried her, and he actually came back pretty much right after. And he's like, "She broke my badge," because somehow I guess like her, 'cause, the hentai Matsuri badges aren't that great, and she just like was pulling on it and broke it. He was all upset, and I'm like, "Fuck the badge! I'm still dying." And and then suddenly I don't remember shit. Next thing you know, I open up my eyes and I'm like, Nestor, give me water. I'm dying. Give me water. I'm dying. And I'm like on the floor, like, Weston, Yuji, wake up. Morgan, Thomas. And I'm just fucking losing it. And I finally like, you find the energy to sit up and like start crawling around. I turn around, no one's in the room. Everyone's gone. And I'm like, these motherfuckers. And I pour some water. I drink water. I pour some water and I drink it. I go to the bathroom. There's vomit everywhere. I'm fucking pissed. I clean up some of the vomit. I pee. I come back out. And then like people start walking in. And I'm like, you guys, you motherfucker. I just start getting mad. I don't think you were there. I started getting mad, angry, drunk. I was yelling at everyone. And I'm like, you, Nestor. It's like, Josh had to do all the fucking interviews. Why didn't you do shit? The Fanime stuff wouldn't have happened if, like, I don't want to get to the Fanime story, but there were some interviews that we ended up not doing. And I'm like, none of it would have happened if it
You
wasn't
know
for
what?
you,
If someone
Nestor.
else would have done interviews, I probably could have had time to go to that panel with her, which means I wouldn't have called her out from the panel, which means that none of this would have happened from my dumb mistake of calling while she was in the
Oh,
panel, but at the
but you
same
should have done. You
time,
should have come and yelled at me. Yeah, this whole moment where I'm just
wait,
yelling
so
at
he just
everyone.
got he got a free badge. It didn't work. Oh, I am
Ew.
offended.
Thank you. By the way, speaking of which, I forgot about Ivan that he didn't have one. And okay, 'cause I was drunk when I was handing out the badges, and I meant to tell Thomas, this isn't your badge, it's Ivan's, but Ivan wasn't there, and I gave him the badge. And I'm like, and when Ivan showed up, I'm like, oh shit, I don't got a badge for you, bro. He did
He did
so
fine.
much. I'm an asshole. I'm an asshole. But to be fair, that's kind of what I was yelling about. And I'm like, I was all like, I get everyone badges, and most of you don't want to do shit when I ask you. And I was just like getting all, and then like by this point, Warren had showed up with his girlfriend, and then I was yelling at him too. And I'm yelling at everyone, and I'm like, why does everything have to go through me? And I'm just like on this mad rant. And by now, I'm like angry pouring shots. And I'm like 10, 20 more shots in. Fuck my liver. And then like after a while, I'm like, ah, I felt great. But yeah, it was fun. Like it had its moments, and then we partied really hard. People kept showing up. Where are the dogs coming from? Is
Oh, they're behind me.
JD?
Sorry.
Oh, but yeah, um, we had, and then like Edgar and his friends showed up, and we drank a lot more, and then we had a good time. We finished the MD 2020s. We finished most of that bottle. Oh, fucking! I killed Thomas. Thomas died. Okay, I should say I killed Thomas. Our actions together killed Thomas because Thomas and we did not kill that bottle, but we got it dangerously close to the bottom. There was like 4 or 5 shots left, if even that much, of like this giant bottle, and we just poured it. It's like, yeah, this kind of destroyed our lives. Rip Thomas, exactly. Um, to jump ahead real fast to finish the little Thomas story, when he left in the morning, like he was just throwing up all morning, and when he had to go to work that night, and like he appeared, Morgan took him to like the store to buy him Pedialyte, and he was like, she's like, he threw up in a bush, and then when we went inside the store, he threw up in the bathroom. And I'm like, oh shit, I think he died. But yeah, it was good. It was good. I'm actually kind of like, I look on that day and I'm like, dude, how did I survive that day? Because I took about, okay, the conservative estimate, like if I'm being at least 45 to 50 shots that during the course of that entire day. Conservative. I think it's upwards past 50, closer to 60. The entire day. How am I alive? Is that humanly possible?
Well, to be fair, I asked myself the same question where, like, I feel that there are some times where I drink like I feel like I drink a lot, but then the following day I may have a hangover or I may just not have like a hangover. Like I don't genuinely feel weird, and I feel like that was like the same thing that had occurred like last year during the San Diego Anime Con. I mean, we
Yeah.
drank. And I definitely did feel repercussions later from all that drinking, especially also we just tried to chug a bunch of stuff on the last day. But no, I kind of feel like there's like two things. There's I wake up and I don't generally feel as bad as I think I should. And the other thing being that I just can't hold tequila anymore. And I don't know when that happened. At least just not normal tequila. And I'm not talking about like, oh, you're just drinking bad tequila. No, I mean like I would get like separate case. It's behind a whole case where you have to get your tequila and stuff like that. And
Yeah.
some of that of which like I just can't hold anymore. If it's like a special flavor tequila, we're all good. But it's like I'm just kind of like that's one thing that I've noticed. Like when I was at Anime Expo last year, I tried drinking some of that I had, and I genuinely felt like I was just gonna throw up. Like trying to like chug more of the tequila or so, or not chug, but like take a shot of it, and it just instantly
Yeah.
felt like gag reflex and stuff. I'm just kind of like that do be weird. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I think
I
some
hate
things change over
tequila.
time.
I hate tequila too. But yeah, the I miss the days of chugging things on the last day. I remember that. Dude. I remember because a certain friend of mine was taking me home from San Diego Anime Con that year. That we took all the shots on Sunday morning. So like I got shit faced and I was drunk well into the afternoon. But this time I didn't quite have that luxury. I was taking a train. I guess I could have still done it. I'd just been drunk on the train. But like when I woke up, I was still feeling it. I'm like, okay, Manuel, you went way too hard this weekend. Like, you need to drink some water. You need to calm down. You need to chill. Like, you need to recover. Like, you drank several bottles of alcohol, and yeah, I didn't go to the con pretty much at all that Sunday. I don't know if you did. Oh yeah, well, I saw you because you got me the hot dog.
Yeah, no, after what our form of recovery afterwards was just we went over to Costco both to fill up on gas, we got some food, and then we also got like a bathing suit because we didn't really get chance to be in the pool. So on the last day, we enjoyed the con for the con hours that were there, walked around. Hanno was in what's it called? Oh, it was Marin. What's it called? It was in
Oh,
Marin, and she was in the cow outfit, and it looked super cool. We got some pictures. Uh, Met up with some other friends real quick, and then when we met up with them, we hit up one panel that was held by Ken. That was pretty much just like trivia for hentai, and it was definitely a lot of fun. It was a nice way of closing it. Then hit up the pool for a bit, hit up the jacuzzi, which was really nice until a whole family of people just showed up, and it was like, oh come on, we waited for like the last people to leave, and then we're just in the jacuzzi, but then a bunch of other people just kind of like joined in. But other than that, no, it was pretty chill. It was a nice wrap up, and thankfully the drive, though still long, was not as bad as the drive from like the 210 from Glendale to get all the way down to San Diego. It was a really relaxing day. What's it called? Maybe in the future, I'm just saying because since you were in a Uber on the way out, maybe if we plan things better for the following one, just saying, just give me and Hannah a bed and we'll figure out the other like um the other badge related stuff also. But like, we'll
yeah.
help you with a ride up. I kind of feel bad. I almost thought like if technically we all left at the same time, we could have also provided a ride, but then we just wanted to chill and enjoy it also. But then it was
I mean, I
like,
would have chilled if I would have just stayed in the lobby. It was funny. I don't know if you noticed, but towards the end, there was a bunch of college students. I don't know what the fuck they were doing. Maybe because school was out, but there was a whole bunch of college kids that were hanging out in the lobby because there were no rooms ready for them to check in. And I'm like, I wonder if they know what's going on here. Like, just go down the hallway just a little bit further and see all you know, see all the nonsense going on down the hallway. But they were just hanging out. They're like, oh, what time is check-in? Like, guarantee check-in's at 3. There's no rooms ready. And like, part of that's because of us. Like, we just left the room right now. It's funny because last time we were there, I got really upset because they said we had a dog, and the dog like peed on the carpet and left like dog hair everywhere. And the only reason that they ended up letting that go, and they were fighting me tooth and nail. I'm like, oh my god, I fucking hate. I get on my rant about small businesses. I'm like,
mhm.
fuck small businesses. you know, I'm
Okay,
like, if
Jay, you
this was a
remember to cut that part out?
no, I'm like, if this was a Marriott or a Hilton, I would have just raised the thing a couple of steps, and they would have just been like, fine, we'll let it go. It's not that big of a deal. Like, you say you don't have a dog, and that's it. And I'm like, what evidence do you have? It's like, well, they wrote it on the paper. I'm like, I need pictures, and they're like, oh, we don't have any. But I guarantee you, our cleaning staff. And thank God, Jeff is the way Jeff is, because Jeff like took fucking pictures and videos 24/7, like. And like, even though I said it to them, like, okay, now first of all, I'm sorry what I'm about to send you. Just ignore the shit he's saying and whatever. But look around the room. It's like, look, where the fuck is this piss? This one's when he came in. This is the last day. This is literally as we're leaving. This is like as we're leaving. Which one of us is holding the dog? Where's the dog piss that you say is there? And I'm like, and there was even a picture of that morning, and I'm like, look, don't ask me why Jeff took this picture, but he took me passed out on the floor, and I'm like, notice I'm on the floor. And I'm like, I actually blurred myself, so they couldn't really see me. I'm like, ignore who's passed out on the floor, but notice how the floor is relatively clean. It's like it's a little like dusty or whatever, and like crumbs, but we fucking stayed there. It's like there's no piss though. I peed there late. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
It
But there was no piss.
anything to clear it because I remember I like was ill prepared for AXGB, and at one point we had a bunch of people joining in our room, and I feel bad that I
Oh.
didn't take pictures beforehand, but like I swore I thought something had broken or so in the restroom. And then later we learned that like we didn't really know if like where that sound came from, But I remember looking, and there was this little thing that would hold up the towels that would be underneath the sink, in the bathroom, and there was just this thing that fell off. So I was like, I don't want to pay that deposit. I went down to Harbor Freight, that was like not too far
My
away from the
God.
Ontario Convention Center, and thankfully the tools were like less than the deposit. So I was like, thank you, Harbor Freight. I grabbed a drill and like just like put it back together. And I'm just kind of like, I don't know if it was messed up before we got here or not, but I didn't want to pay the deposit. So I was like, yeah, just gotta make sure everything's okay.
So it's actually funny you bring that up because when we were at ALA, I don't know if you remember this. I know we hung out some at ALA, but at ALA, and I took a video of it when I first got there. When I got there, our door to our fridge was broken. Like you had to lift it, and like you could tell some of the screws were loose. And I took a video, and I even contemplating having them move us. But if you remember, that was during the fire, and there were all like the what do you call them? What's the word to use them? Refugees is not the word. What the fuck is the word? The evacuees.
Evacuees.
There you go. There were all the evacuees staying there, and like I remember it was actually a hassle to check in. Not to say like it's their fault, but it was a hassle to check in. Like screaming kids and like families down there and everything like that. And I'm like, they are not gonna have another room for us. And even if they do, it'll be a whole ordeal to get it. I'm like, I'll just stay here and take this video. And if anything happens, I have this video from day one. It's a quiet room. You can see that here. I just checked in. What the fuck's wrong with this door? And then by the time the con was done, the door broke. Right? It completely broke. It came off, and I'm like, fuck, they're gonna charge us for this. They're trying to fix it, and we couldn't. Like, we could not get those screws to go back in. And I'm like, fuck it. I'm gonna just go down there and just like just tell them like, hey, it's broke now. Someone go fix it. But like, here's the video day one. It wasn't broken, but it was clearly breaking. And much to my amazement, and by the way, this is the difference between a Marriott and a small mom and pop independent hotel. Because I guarantee you, the handlery,
this part.
the handlery would have charged me, I'm sure. But because I
the
went down
handlery
there,
was ready to like they were ready to like just charge everyone in there. They were like, you are not going to destroy our hotel rooms if there's even a lick of party. Okay, like I don't know how we could determine that or not, but it's like
you know what pissed me off about that?
That y'all partied in the room, you lose your deposit.
Well, to finish the ALA story real fast, and I went downstairs and told them about the door. I didn't even. I actually had this whole idea that I was gonna get angry if they got mad with me. They apologized to me first. Like, I don't know if it's because of my Marriott status. They're like, "Oh, I'm so sorry the door broke. Like, next time just let us know and we'll send someone up there and we'll fix it for you. I apologize for your stay." And like, I'm like, "Are they gonna give me something for free?" And like, I didn't push that far because I didn't really care. But I'm like, I think they would have if I pushed a little harder. And I'm like, I wasn't expecting them to get on the, not defensive, but to get on the, I guess the offensive of like quelling the situation. But fucking go back to the handlery. Their fucking thing they made a sign said, I think their exact wording was evident if we find evidence of a party. And I'm like, that's so fucking vague. What does that even mean? And like, and I think honestly, like, I mean, I saw this video the other day about like, okay, I like watching Vegas hotel videos. It's just funny watching some of the Vegas hotels. And in one of the videos, they mention how this hotel has all these bad reviews that are like, oh, $500. I got charged $500 because I smoked there, but I didn't. And when the guy stayed there, he's like, he was testing it, by the way, just because of the chase case, I forget, they did charge him. But when he first checked in, they're like, oh, by the way, if you smoke in the room, we're charging you $500. And he's all like, the fact that they told me that feels like they're going to do it no matter what. And that's the way I felt. That's the way it always feels when hotels say shit like that. Because I'm like, what does that mean? Evidence of a party. Does that mean too many cups? Too much bottles of alcohol? And in my head, I was like, even the cons where we don't have extra people, where it's literally just like 3 or 4 of us in the room and just us, we accumulate a crap ton of trash. I don't know if we're fucking just like horrible people. I mean, we are horrible people, but you know what I mean? Like we have a fuck ton of trash. We killed like 5 bottles of alcohol a day, like fucking villages worth of soda cans and so on. It's like, but that's not a party. So I kept hiding our trash. I told you this. I'll say it now. Like, I made and see, the hotel was probably worse off for it because like I would make everyone put the trash in weird places. Like, we would run up the stairs and like leave it in the staircase, the stairwell, so it wasn't ours. So it wasn't, if we left it in front, like don't leave it in front. They'll think it's ours. I feel the party or they'll charge. Yeah, if they feel the party aura. Yeah, I don't know what that means. And honestly, I kind of want to know. Like, I want to ask Edgar and some of the people who clearly had party rooms like by the pool area, or even Richie. Did they charge you? Like, I'm curious if the people that like were partying, if they just let you do it, and they were just like, yeah, we'll charge them later. You know what I mean? Because I'm like, they let parties happen. That's the confusing part. Like, it wasn't like it was a secret what rooms were partying by the pool. Like there were people jumping the balcony and shit like that. When I went out
Security
there,
was like not caring. They were there to
yeah,
party
but
too.
that's what I mean. That's what I mean. Part of me wonders was it just all fuss and I mean all bark no bite, or were they just like we'll let them party and then we'll slap them with a 250 or whatever the fuck the charge was later?
There's
Because
probably that one person was like, "There's gonna be some rooms there where we're gonna make so much money, guys."
yeah, exactly. It's just like oh, so 112. 125, they're just writing down all the room numbers. They let them party, but it's all like, um, it's funny because I actually didn't read that paper I signed. I thought that was a normal thing the hotel gives to everyone. I did not even read it. I just wrote our names down, signed it, and handed it back. And it wasn't until Edgar showed up. He's all like, "Oh, we're trying to party kind of quiet because of all the nonsense with the hotel." I'm like, "What are you talking about?" It's like you signed that thing. I'm like, "Yeah, I signed the thing to stay here. What do you mean?" It's like you didn't read it. I'm like, "No." They show it to me because they took a picture of it. I'm like, oh, I got so scared. I did not read it.
They probably didn't like that one person broke the room where the Bible study was.
Wait, what?
I didn't have any party room. Oh, there was a Bible study. That's what they called it. They called it the Bible study, but it was just like it was the lewd room within the lewd part of the lewd con, if that makes any sense. There was like games going on in there. It wasn't the game room, but there was like some gaming, and there was the fucking there was like VTuber meet and greets, and there was just like some other shit going on. It was a thing.
Okay.
It was a fun con though. I'm glad it happened. I Part of me wonders if we'll go next. For part of me wonders if it'll happen next year. But like, but if it happens, part of me wonders if I'll go, just because not just me. I think I could swing doing both. It's more the rest of my homies. We can't because we want to do off Kai as well. Honestly, off Kai just hanging with our friends because a lot of friends that we know within the VTuber industry hang out there that we'll like never see who come from like the East Coast and shit like that. And nobody can do both except for me and maybe Nestor. But like nobody can swing both. And I'm
Hey,
like,
Manuel,
I'm just.
you do
What?
have one friend who wants to do off Kai, but not the other one.
Oh, you want to do off Kai?
Yeah.
Oh, so there you go. Well, first of all, if we have you, maybe we actually just do both. If they're not on the same weekend, of course, we could probably do both. And like, I just didn't know I had other off Kai people.
Manuel, I asked you about it this year, and you lied to me.
What I say?
You said no one we knew was going, and then I learned someone we know is going, or was going.
Oh, a lot of people I knew were going.
Yeah.
I had to do something else anyway, as chance would have it. But like, I would have rather gone to off Kai. I was so upset. I'm still upset. But anyway, this sign can't stop me. I can't read. That's me literally going to the fucking hotel. Yeah. Also, like, I don't know where else would host hentai Matsuri, but part of me feels like, and don't cancel me for lying to you, JD. But like, part of me hopes it moves to somewhere else. But like, who else would let them get titties out? I just wish it had more space for everything. But then again, I don't know if the con will support it. I don't know what their numbers are like. But I want to do. I hope they get more guests. Like I hope they get more like other programming. Not to throw it out there, but like I really was not upset. Upset's not the right word. Like I'm not like I'm mad at you guys for not doing it, but I'm sad they didn't take the Edogudo panel. I actually had already written it, assuming they were gonna take it because I was so worried that like about the writing the panel because it was so close after Fanime. I wrote most of it, like 90. It's pretty much done. Like there's still I didn't fully edit it. I'm like, I'll do that later after I come back from Fanime. They didn't take it, but that would have been a fun panel. And I think not to say like not even my panel, but I think that like if there that I think because they have so many guests and so many like big names going there, and they have so few rooms to put them in, it just becomes hard to put everything in there. You know what I mean? So maybe
No,
if they had another panel, they just need more space. They just need more space. I don't know if they need more space like from their side because like I said, I'm not sure they could actually swing it, but like another panel room would have done wonders. I feel like panel room 1 and 2. I don't know. That's my thought. Also, like I just don't like that hotel. I just don't like the hotel setup. Not even the cleaning and whatever. I just don't like it's like the way it's that one building, like the 3 bungalows. Yeah. Anyway. So what were your closing thoughts on Hentai Matsuri?
It's a lot of fun. I'm definitely down to go again. Definitely not as many interviews. Also,
Oh yeah. Well, okay. And now that I've already had the arguments and like I don't want to spill our tea, the ADJT, but like it's been my running joke. I kind of like I feel bad I blew up at JD. I don't know if you even call it blowing up at JD, but I like kind of yelled at JD. I wasn't even drunk. I was just in a bad mood because I'm tired of people like picking on me for what I do at cons, and I'm like I do everything for you guys at cons. Like everything I do is so all of you can go too. And then when I need something from you guys, none of you are around, And it's funny that I yell at JD about that of all
to
people.
the guy who does everything you ask and then more when other people kind of leave slack.
Exactly. So of all people, it's like, but yeah, it's mainly the I'm not gonna name names. I swear I just saw a ghost to my side.
Death's coming for you, Manuel.
Yeah. It's the ever lingering the creeping hand of death. But anyways, on that lovely death note, I swear to God I saw a ghost. That my camera isn't like you wouldn't see because he crops me out, but I wish my camera wasn't this close because I swear I wonder if that would have showed up on camera. It was like right fucking here. Anyway, you do amazing. Yeah, so yeah, everyone come out. I'm so sad I can't go to San Diego Anime Con though. It's in the same hotel this year. It's not the same hotel as last year, but it's in the same handlery. Even though I just talked shit about the hotel, I would have loved to have gone to San Diego Anime Con, but it's the same fucking weekend as Sin City Anime, and I'm going to that instead for sure.
Where is Sin City Anime?
Vegas.
It's in Vegas, as the name implies. It's in Vegas. It's like the new PMX sorta.
When does it occur?
Same weekend
as before.
Oh,
yeah, exactly the same weekend, but it's the week before Thanksgiving. It's because it's the new PMX in that they get a lot of VK and fashion guests. And some other guests too.
Will you have us join? You have us join?
I'll let you know because
you get my girlfriend and I badge. We go. I do one interview and then get to like enjoy the rest of the time with her.
Well, I'll let you know because we do have a lot of dropouts and well, not a lot, but we do have one of our other couple. I won't name names, but we have another like couple who go with us every year, and they have to drop out just because of one of their new jobs. They won't let them get the weekend before Thanksgiving off. So I'm like, that makes sense. So yeah, I'll let you know. There is things technically. Whose house are you in? I'm not in a house.
Yeah, I think she's talking to Josh.
Oh, whose house?
Wait, what?
He's in another. Okay, I'm not gonna start shit. No, he's in
his friend's house.
She's asking what house are you in? He's at a friend's house.
Oh yeah, AJ.
Friend. Don't worry,
it's AJ. Look here.
Don't worry.
Here's AJ.
Yeah,
I think it's
his girlfriend's checking up on him.
Pretty sure it's my girlfriend. She's asking where I'm at.
I turned around because I was asking, were you doing the Peter Griffin voice when you did that?
The Peter Griffin voice? Like, like, you give it
involved with lady?
Yeah.
Involved with lady? Yeah, exactly. He was doing that. But yeah, we'll talk about that later. But yeah, on that note, we'll anyway, on that note, we'll wrap it up there.
You could get involved with lady.
Can AJ get involved with lady?
Can AJ get involved with lady? Well, she's saying she loves you anyway.
I thought that was my turn.
On that lovely note, we'll wrap it up there. Yeah, that was Hentai Matsuri. Hopefully it happens next year. Hopefully we go next year. I guess it's possible because JD and other people like it might work. The only reason I wouldn't go, not say I didn't like it, I wouldn't go back, but it's just because I want to go to not Matsuri. I want to go to the fucking Offkai again. There you go. I can't fucking think right now. But yeah, that's it. There won't be a UPZ next week because of AX.
Mm-hmm.
It's too close to AX.
I mean, we're probably gonna be dark most of the week just because of AX.
Yeah, I don't think we're doing any streams after Sunday because of AX.
Gaming stream from the hotel room. Come on. Someone bring a capture card.
Someone bring a Switch 2. I think there's a couple Switch 2s in our room, like, within our friend group. I mean to say, we'll stream Mario Kart World.
Bring Switch 2 so we could all kill each other in Mario Kart.
I want to play as that. I'll figure out a way to record it on my laptop.
I will be the cow. I think the name is just Cow. I don't think they have a name, right? I played the game, but I don't remember off the top of my head. It is one of the standard characters. But anyway, on that note, wrap it up there. Good night, everyone. Thank you for watching. Thank you, Josh. Thank you, everyone.
Golden Sunday still on this week, at least.
Will be up,
and thank you,
the interviews might be a little late.
Yeah,
thank you, Wild Tower Travel. The interviews will probably be up a little late until after AX, but they will be up soon from Hentai Matsuri, just because so much shit's going on. But expect them. It'll be a nice summer of interviews. I'm excited for the Nikki Huntsman one. Hopefully that one went well.
Yeah, and once again, shout out to our patron Ed. If you like what you've seen and consider supporting us, consider subscribing to our Patreon, patreon.com/ADJconnection. Every dollar helps us bring you more content like this and keeps our website ad-free. I really just need to get Molly to record that spiel so I can just keep playing it whenever at the end of the video.
You just play it. I'll ask her. We'll have her record it if she shows up at AX, and we'll just she'll do her announcer voice, and then we'll just do it over and over. There you go. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Tomorrow we'll hopefully, as far as I know, he hasn't fully confirmed, but I don't think we're canceling. So tomorrow we should beat Kingdom Hearts and start Final Fantasy Renaissance. There's no DTR this Friday. There's no DTR actually for a month because Drink Talk Roll, the next one would be during AX, so we're not doing that. So we'll be back. I think it's the 21st, if I'm not mistaken, off the top of my head. It's actually the 18th. We're back July 18th, and then this Sunday is Golden Sunday. Are you guys almost done with the game?
Yeah, we just finished the Jupiter Lighthouse. We met up with the party from the old game. They're going to formally join the party. Then we got to go hunting a few more things, clear one more dungeon, and then it's last lighthouse, and that's the end of the game. So we have maybe
2 more streams.
I'd say
3 more streams.
3-4 more streams, depending on how long it takes us to get the final things.
I love how much longer this game's taking. That makes sense though, but still. Yeah. Anyway, thank you for watching. Good night. See you all next week.
Good night,
see you at
AX,
hopefully. Good night.